Yes, hello. Good day. Shalom. God bless. This is Daniel Fitzgerald regarding my estate matter. Today is August 16th, 2022. I just got off the phone an hour ago with my mom's best friend, Lynn. I can't tell you her name, okay? Or his name or whatever. But I got off the phone with one of my mom's best friends in Fort Erie, Crystal Beach area. And this person told me that 3 weeks ago, two real estate agents showed up at my mom's house at 324 Derby Road in Crystal Beach, Ontario, Canada, okay? And that my brother called them. The first real estate agent, my brother didn't show up for. The second real estate agent, my brother did show up. 3 weeks ago, okay, is when Mr. Maloney my former attorney indicated to me my brother agreed to the division. Okay? 3 weeks ago. And my lawyer told me that a realty agent was going to the house. He told me the house would be up for sale within 8 weeks. Okay? What Mr. Maloney didn't tell me was who was going to open the door to the house so the realty agent could go in. Now, Mr. Maloney could have said to me, based on the Bonifant will, well, Dan, you're 50% executor trustee. Can you go to Crystal Beach and meet with the realty agent to show them the house? And I would have said, absolutely. And I would go there. But Mr. Maloney didn't do that. You see, Mr. Maloney contacted my brother and told him to get a real estate agent and for my brother to go to the house with the real estate agent to get an estimate on the value of the property. Well, here's the problem. Mr. Maloney was not doing that in recognition of the Bonifant will, because if he did or was, he would have asked me if I wanted to go there because I'm executor trustee as well. Mr. Maloney never told me that he was sending my brother to a real estate agent to meet him at the house, okay? So I wanted to update the information on the estate matter. I found this out just in a phone call today from one of my mom's best friends, okay? And the 3 weeks ago, she said it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, which makes sense because that 2 or 3 weeks ago is when my brother agreed on the 50% division, but Maloney did not base that division on the Bonifant will. That's the problem. Mr. Maloney, again, illegally, okay, gave my brother executive powers, okay, based on his 2016 will. So Mr. Maloney went against my wishes and split the property only according to my brother's wishes pertaining to him stating that he wants 50% of the house, not based on the Bonifant will, the legal will, but based upon his 2016 will. And according to this person, as I say, the time frame 3 weeks ago was right when Mr. Maloney told me my brother agreed with the 50% division, that there was a realty agent going into the house, and he never mentioned my brother was going to be doing this. He never told me, never asked me, nothing. He went and did it on his own without my direct permission. I would have stated something like, well, okay, well, the real estate agent, and not only that, I was never notified, okay, that by Mr. Maloney that he was going to send my brother there with a real estate agent. He never told me this. Okay, and I have a right to know. And Mr. Maloney, again, he violated the legal will a second time. Okay, that's why I fired him. And I have the calendar. Where did I put it? There's something interesting. It's around here someplace, the calendar. I don't know what I did with it, but anyways, so I don't have the calendar with me, but I'll be calling the Supreme Court Registry tonight. I've called my brother in St. Catharines and warned him today twice. I called him and told him that. Well, the first time I called him, I told him that that he can't do that. That it's the Bonifant will is the legal will, and the 2016 will is illegal. Okay. I told him I fired my attorney. I told him that if he dares sell that house without my direct permission and an agreement with me according to the Bonifant will, he has to agree to the Bonifant will, okay? If he refuses, I told him that I will have him removed as executor through the Supreme Court. I told him if he tries to sell that house without my permission, without agreeing to the Bonifant will, okay, then I will take criminal legal proceedings against him and he'll be arrested, okay, for theft. Okay, it seems to me that what this is looking like is that my lawyer was raiding me with expenses. So really, my lawyer was trying to share my mother's estate with my brother and bill me, okay? And I wouldn't have gotten a cent. This guy would have made enough capital, I would have hardly gotten a cent. Okay, this is what he was doing. He was cutting a deal with my brother, the two of them, okay? So I'm going to report this to the Supreme Court later today. I'll leave them a message. They're going to find out about this. And I am filing on September 1st. I've warned my brother by telephone to get savvy real fast, okay? And that if he does not email me, okay, and make amends on this, and if he does not come forward with all the assets, including the trust accounts, I will move to have him removed by the Supreme Court by a court order that he's no longer executor of anything, and that I am the executor. And I will have a legal document from the Supreme Court stating that, okay? And as far as Maloney's concerned, he can look forward to disbarment for what he's done, okay? He was going by the 2016 will. My brother wanted a 50% cut on the house without the banks and the investments being included. Mr. Maloney completely accepted that, as far as I'm concerned, okay? The moment that he allowed my brother, without consulting with me, I say again to you folks out there, I am 50% executor and trustee according to the Bonifant will, which is the legal will, okay? Which means that when I consult and tell my lawyer, okay, that I am doing the split based on the Bonifant will, this means that all of my mother's assets, including the ones that my brother indicated to my lawyer he didn't want me to get my hands on, which were trust accounts, okay, are included. Oh, well, my lawyer never said anything about that because he decided to split the house with my brother and give him possession of the banks and the investments of my mother. This is what my lawyer did. If he was going by the Bonifant will per my order, okay, because I was informed by two attorneys that the Bonifant will is the legal will, okay, then he would have consulted with me and said, look, Dad, do you agree with your brother going down there with the real estate agent? Okay, he would have said that to me, would have told me about that. He never bothered. He kept it a secret to himself. He could have said to me, well, your brother's agreed to the Bonifant will. He agrees that you're executor, he's executor. You can either go down to the house and meet the real estate agent and then give the information of the value of the property and then let me know. And I'll let your brother know, and I'll let him know which realty agent you went to and the result of that, and the real estate agent will also contact him and let him know. This my lawyer did not do. Okay? So my lawyer was trying to bill me for the estate. So to the extent where his contract, he didn't even send me a copy of his contract. So the intent of my lawyer was to steal my part of the estate with my brother. This is where this is all leading. And so I'm going to call the Supreme Court tonight and let them know. There's been some sort of subtle advice given to me by some people that know about this. They're telling me, they're indicating to me to draw up the application by hand. Okay, I'm not prepared to do that. Either way, my brother will go to jail if he tries to sell that house. Either way, whether I filed now in person with my wife with an application on the estate or whether I waited till September really makes no difference, because either way, I do expect the Supreme Court has power. The judges have power to go to a prosecutor okay, and for that prosecutor to be given the material evidence from the court and then make a decision as to whether or not they will go after Maloney and my brother on criminal grounds, okay? That's up to them. Yeah. But I will be moving to have him disbarred, okay? Like I said, today's August 16th. This best friend of my mom's told me that 3 weeks ago, this was the time 3 weeks ago when my brother agreed with me, when my lawyer told me he agreed to the 50-50 split. Okay. And so that, because it was 3 weeks ago, that means that Maloney contacted my brother without telling me and consulting with me. Mr. Maloney did not indicate that to me, according to my request, that he honor the 2006 will of Mr. Bonifant. Okay. He already was told. I've already told him that Jeremy Rubenstein here in Ottawa had looked at both wills and made it clear that the 2016 will was illegal. I'm not splitting the house with my brother based on the 2016 will, and I've already informed him of that. I called him today. I told him bluntly, your will is illegal. I've got lawyers who will testify to that, and that's what the ruling's going to be in the Supreme Court. I warned my brother that he will have to respond to my application to the Supreme Court, which means he's going to have to make a trip to Ottawa, okay? And if he wants to go through all that, that's fine. I told him if he plays ball with me, then I won't go after him in the Supreme Court. I'll just go after Maloney. That's what I told him. So it's up to him, right, to respond. If he doesn't respond, I don't care, okay? I have a real estate agent looking at the house tomorrow. He's going to report to me the value of the property. He doesn't need to go inside the house, okay? And I will contact my brother and inform him that I've had a real estate agent go look at the property. This is the value of the property. But I'm going to tell him unequivocally that if he does not share the rest of the assets with me according to Bonifant's will, I will still file against him in the Supreme Court of Canada. That the 2016-15 will is irrelevant. And if he insists on going with that will, then I will go after the entire house and property. If he tries to sell it, I will have him criminally charged with theft. Okay? So my lawyer's out of the picture now. My lawyer is facing a lawsuit now and a filing in the Supreme Court against him. That's what he's facing. Okay? So I wanted to let you people know. God bless. Shalom. Thank you for listening in. I don't know. I should be getting, by now, hundreds and hundreds of hits on my videos. I'm rather shocked that there's so few. I'll have to point that out to the Supreme Court of Canada as well. Seems to me that a lot of the public is unable to see them. And I've told members of the UN about my videos. I've given them the address. I've told the Chinese government. I have told Simon Wiesenthal Center. I've informed a bunch of people. Okay? My next call will be to the U.S. State Department to let them know where the videos are so that they can know what they assisted the government of Canada in covering up, what their embassy pulled. So I'll let you go. Shalom. God bless all of you. I am not surprised. I knew from my lawyer indicating to me a while back that the storage and the bills were being taken care of. Okay? And then I was blocked from even finding out about the storage because my lawyer was going by the 2016 will. Because you see, in the 2016 will, it says I only get the house. That's what it says. That's what it says. It doesn't say anything about the bank accounts. Doesn't say anything about my mom's assets and so on. So this is what Maloney tried to cheat me out of my estate. That's what he was doing. He's in trouble. And Mr. Maloney, you need to find a lawyer, buddy, because I'm going to tell you something. I'm filing against you at the end of the month. Mr. Maloney, for sure, whether my brother agrees or not. If my brother doesn't get savvy fast, Mr. Maloney, you're both going to be going to the Supreme Court. Okay, and you're not going to win this, so forget it. All right? I've got witnesses, Mr. Maloney. You understand? And I've got all my emails to you. And incidentally, I'll say to you people in the video that, look, I signed a contract with this lawyer, okay? For what, I don't know. Let's see. He says he's billing me for the phone calls. He's billing me for the emails that he had to read with most of them he never responded to, practically all of them, okay? So most of them are somewhat repetitive, asking the same questions, and he's rereading the same requests of him over and over again and billing me, okay? And then he's saying to me, well, if I have to go to court, it's going to cost a lot of money if it has to go to trial, he says to me, okay? These are things he's saying to me. So I wonder, why did I sign a contract for him when everything he does is $500 an hour outside the contract? So what does this contract entitle me to? What services am I entitled to by this attorney remains to be a mystery. And again, I requested a hard copy from Maloney and never got one of his agreement with me. Why? I think the Supreme Court's going to ask the same questions. Shalom, God bless, be in touch.